Okay, good afternoon, dear distinguished speakers, friends, and colleagues and students. Welcome. I'm Zhang, the head of Department of Philosophy and Religious Studies. Okay, before we kickstart the symposium for this afternoon, I'd like to express my deep gratitude to Stephan, his colleague at Macau Ricci Institute, for their careful planning for this special event. And you know that Macau would be a really wonderful place for us to talk about the exchange between Eastern and the West, and remembering Marco Polo. And I believe that we're going to have a wonderful time and share ideas. And of course, it will be something that we are going to continue for the future. Again, welcome. Thank you. Now, to the director of Macau Ricci Institute.
Thank you very much, Ellen. Distinguished guests, dear colleagues and friends, a very warm welcome to the symposium on the century of the death of Marco Polo. Here is how we would like to properly remember the itinerary of this great traveler. We would like to challenge you to a rigorous intellectual exercise. No matter historian or not, we would make all an epistemological effort to better grasp the distinctive call of Marco Polo, not as a mythological, but as a historical figure, venturing into the Middle Kingdom. His call to us was, you have to come to see in order to believe it. This was the distinctive call, not so much like before, the missionaries eager to share the gospel, or of course the merchants to make a profit, but to travel and to come on the spot and to see how things are. And of course to come and get a better sense of a complex reality which are radically different from our own home countries. We engage in such a demanding itinerary with three core dimensions. First, we compare different spiritual perspectives with comparative spirituality. So we need to properly appreciate different views, itineraries, and spiritualities with great respect. Second, we discover the amazing social innovation brought about by those pioneer travelers, and also try to grasp about what comes out of a dialogue with China, especially with Confucianism. Rujia was a main source of inspiration. And finally, we conclude with insights also on moral leadership from the Confucian perspective, the Chunzi, the inspiring, moral, refined personality, how this can shape also not just our historical view, but we can gain really new inspiration for moral leadership in a very demanding contemporary setting. So without further ado, I would now like, and also would like my really deep gratitude to Professor Zhang from the Ricci Institute, which is focused on the dialogue between East and West. It's a premiere for us. It's the first time we have a symposium here at the University of Macau. And we feel also really deeply grateful to you, Professor Zhang, to you and your team, that we could so smoothly prepare this, I think, important view on Marco Polo in the view art, religion, literature. So I will give over to you. You chair the first session as we consider comparative spirituality. So thank you very much indeed.